Imagine you are a little creature in a somewhat safe environment, a caring family and a warm place to stay. But you live in a world where in certain periodic cycles the sky brings masses of water pouring down. In this time you are meant to find shelter and wait for the cycle to be over. In between the cycles, you as a living organism, of course, need to find nourishment to survive, and your family guides you to find your way. You are taught to catch badflies that are found in multiple areas, so you and your family can feast. It took too long, and with the first droplets, the rageful sky announces its presence. The rain starts slow, and your family and you struggle your way back to a safe location. Holding on to your dear life, dangerous pathways need to be crossed. A lightning flash startles you and your fearful grip slips. Your mother still tries to save you, but not in time. You fall. Plunging into the turbulent water masses created by the rain, you get swept away. In darkness, you struggle, but in the end you find yourself still alive in the unknown environment of Rain World. When you wake up, you find yourself between some strange-looking algae or ferns. Separated from your loved ones, you are disoriented and lost. You have no means to trace back the way you came from. Unsure what to do, you creep your way further and start exploring without any knowledge of this area. After this ordeal, you are hungry and you need to find food. You see fruits hanging above you, but of course those are out of reach. Your jumping prowess does not suffice to reach them, so you are forced to continue your way. You find the means to travel upwards, and with this you earn yourself a little feast of badflies. Finally, your hunger can be satiated, but only if you are keen and swift enough to catch them. But your family taught you well. A curious little creature. You have noticed it before, but now you are certain. It tries to guide you somewhere. But can you really trust it? You have never seen it before, and you are not sure if it has good or bad intentions. For now, you decide to not follow it directly, but find your own path to travel, since you are yet unsure about its intentions. A little leap, and you can continue onward. The rumbling begins, and with this, you now know all too well that you need to find shelter quickly. Luckily, there is one very close by, and it seems the yellow creature was trying to guide you here. That means for now, its intentions are at least not bad in nature. You have found a shelter to calm down for a moment. But now it is clear, you will have to move on alone from this point on. After hibernating through the rain, you find yourself hungry again, so food is your first priority for now, since that ensures your survival. Right out of the shelter, you find a long pointy stick that might come in useful, so you take it with you. Now equipped with a makeshift spear, you feel yourself become braver, so you are more prepared to delve into uncharted territory. It seems this time you're lucky and find more badflies to hunt, so of course you use this opportunity to feed. And since the rain was just over, you can take all the time you need to catch one after the other. You are not yet used to catch so many, so you behave a bit clumsy at times. But for now, this is not a problem. Soon, you will learn one clumsy mistake can cost you your life. With a full stomach, you decide to venture out and explore the area more. You notice the yellow creature tries to show you the way to the next shelter, but you are too curious and go the other way. You climb out of a tunnel and see a black and green creature. Your family had told you about those lizards. With a little leap down from a pole, you manage to get over the lizard and you continue your journey onward. Instinctively, you knew you should avoid close contact. For how badflies are your meal, you would be the lizard's meal. You witness a vast landscape of strange-looking totem-like constructions, overgrown and desolated. Now that you know about one danger, you are always careful and try to stay on higher ground. Following your direction, you find a lizard lying in wait for potential prey. With pain, it noticed you as the spear struck it. So it moves to a spot where it could catch you more easily if you were to move carelessly. But you are a smart Slugcat, therefore you jump back and try to bait it with sudden movements and jumps. The jumps do not move the lizard, so you try another more riskier move. Further back, you jump down and quickly climb up again. This, however, seems to have moved the lizard, but not enough. This time, you do not hesitate and leap over the lizard into a little pipe to traverse away from it and continue your way. You learn the green lizards can be clumsy, just as you are at times. Coming out of the tunnel, you scan the area and notice another lizard waiting to ambush, when suddenly you see an illusionary version of a Slugcat going for a similar direction, but slipping and falling to its demise. A gruesome sight where two lizards fight for its corpse as the next meal they can have. Luckily for you, the green lizard is still waiting up top and not jumping down yet, so your fall is by far not as dangerous, and you make your way to the other side of the room. Now there are two lizards, and one has its sights set on you, but you are safe up and use a pipe to escape above them. If you would be hungry, this area would be a great hunting ground for badflies, were it not for the lizards present. So you find another tunnel and climb in. On the other side, a similar but yet different outlook is seen, but nothing dangerous directly. Continuing this way shows two other lizards fighting each other for territory. You do not want to get in between them, so you wait for your opportunity, which comes swiftly. No further obstacles and dangers await you. You go past luscious green growing in between buildings, and you find your way to another shelter. With another spear in hand, you find comfort in a newfound safe spot. You hibernate again, and remember the yellow creature with one eye. It is like an observer, but still, it tries to help you sometimes. In the future you will consider its help with directions, but you are still not sure what it is, or what it does exactly. You wake up to the rumbling of opening shutters and gears. It is time to continue your journey. You grab your spear and climb out. Choosing your path to the left, you find yourself in an open area again, and immediately you see two different colored lizards fighting. Both stop for a moment since they have noticed your presence, but since you find your way back to a hard to reach place for them, they start fighting each other again. You notice the magenta lizard to be slightly smaller than the green one. A back and forth since the green lizard stumbles around and you are careful not to come into its reach. Patience is a virtue. You jump over it and try to climb your way up, but the magenta lizard drops from above. With swift climbing motions, you find your way up the way the lizard dropped down. And so you continue. Another vision. But even though the spear hit the lizard, the Slugcat still got taken in. You do not want to make the same mistake, and so you climbed your way up quickly. You crawl your way out of the tunnel, and again the illusionary vision appears before you. Two Slugcats that both take the way up. You stand there contemplating your choice. Do you follow, or do you find your own path? You look at the pearl in your hand, and curiosity leads you the other way. You are on top of a disconnected bridge. You prepare to leap, and with an arc you manage to reach the other side precisely. The other side leads you into an overgrown tunnel, and even here you can find some food. You lay down your spear and grab the blue fruit and snack on it quickly before you move again. A memory flashes before your eyes, and you know, you need to climb up. First, a bit hesitant, you make up your mind and find your way upwards, holding on to the poles. The squidcators are no real danger, but looking down you wonder if you shouldn't hurry anyway. Climbing the poles, you jump from one to the other and reach higher grounds, only to notice another lizard squirming above. You wait patiently. Will it notice you as you noticed it? It did, but it slipped on the edge. Your chance is now. You balance carefully and climb up. You follow your path. It seems you are drawn towards something. Maybe it is the knowledge that the rain will soon fall, so you hurry towards your destination. But what will it be? A lizard on the other side, but it has not noticed you, so it goes back where it came from. You jump over and follow it, only to find yourself in a trap. But you crawl back into the tunnels to fool your pursuer. Successful, but your window of opportunity is very small, so you immediately climb another way down. Will you survive this close to danger? Indeed. Due to fortunate placing of other tubes, you could make your way past the danger and continue. An open field that you traverse over smoothly, and at the end of it, a scavenger outpost. Curious creatures glimpse the pearl in your hand, and with arm motions they show their interest. You oblige and lay down the pearl for them. Immediately they grab it, and you are allowed to pass them now. Your destination is close. But reaching the gate, you notice you are not prepared yet. Disappointed, you turn around. You remember to keep the rain in mind and hurry back to where you came from, because it is a long way and you have not noticed another shelter on your way here. Time is of the essence if you want to survive. But on your way, you also get reminded to not just run blindly into the next trap. Treading careful is still advised. It was a close call, and this time the lizards do not fight each other, but are actively hunting you. You jump above them, and the green lizard prepares to charge towards you, but you manage to climb up quickly enough. While you fled, you managed to grab hold on a batfly as a snack, but it slipped out of your hand. So you catch it again, and this time you quickly eat it, so it does not happen again. On the other side of the chasm, you see a magenta lizard. You try to scare it off with cherry bombs, but it did not help, and on your side, another lizard comes your way as well. So you decide for a leap of faith. Falling down, you manage to grab onto the wall to slow down. The grass beneath you looks suspicious, so you refrain from falling into that. And in the next room, you find more fruits to eat up, but also a green lizard stands in your way. You position yourself and throw your spear to catch it off guard. You fail. Now it noticed you and makes its way towards you. Luckily, another spear is there, but you know better than fighting a lizard head-on, so you prepare to fool it again. And the moment it follows you, you can successfully go past it, but you have to hurry, since it has noticed your movement. Going upwards, you find yourself in a room that brings you a choice again. In your mind's eye, you try to establish a possible route, but you are not sure if it will truly be the right path. Your time is also a factor. The rain. You find yourself at the area with lots of poles you climbed upwards before, but this time you need to go to the right to trace back your movement. This is a straightforward way, so you hurry back. On your way, you notice a green lizard, but it is not in a position of danger to you. Climbing into the tunnels, you notice a magenta lizard on the other side, but you are in a good position to come around it. Slowly it creeps its way towards you, but as soon as it is in the narrow pathways, you go quickly around it using the tubes to your advantage. You come out at the area where you had one of your visions, but this time you just want to make your way back to known safety. Above you, the green lizard seems to be heading the same direction as you. You make your way, watching its movement carefully. You're lucky, it turns around. You arrive right on time. The shelter shuts down, and you are ready to hibernate. With the rumbling of opening shutters, you awake, and your goal is clear. Remembering the path the other two Slugcats in your visions took, you prepare. You grab your spear, and off you go. In the open field, the green and magenta lizard are already waiting for you. This time not fighting, but both eager to catch you. With your wits and acrobatic movement, you make your way above them and continue fast. Again, at the exit, as it was in the vision back then, a magenta lizard waits for your arrival. But you have time to spare, so you keep your safe distance and lure it towards you. Climbing a pole, you jump over it and move about. When faced with the decision, you do not hesitate this time and climb your way up to follow the Slugcats from your vision. You climb on and on. And finally, you reach a gate that you are prepared to enter. And with this, our first episode ends. Leaving the outskirts and into a new environment we go. If you like the journey of this little Slugcat so far, consider leaving a comment or a like. Every support shows me the right path to continue. If you are curious as to how the journey will continue, consider subscribing to not miss out on the next episode. Until then, we bid you farewell.